is up, you guys? This is Redstoner here. Haven't posted a Minecraft video in a while, so I decided I would finally do one, but I'm gonna do a revised version of my stone generator that I posted probably about, I want to say like 3 years ago. I was still playing 360 at that point.
I'm here with my very first redstone tutorial on how to build a stone generator. Not a cobblestone, a stone. You heard me correctly. So basically this is automatic. It will just come out of here. And so all you have to do to activate it is come down here, place down your redstone piece, come back up, close this, and press this button. Now it'll take a little while to kick in to make, but I know it's a little bit more slower on making blocks, but it is a lot more efficient compared to like the cobblestone for mining.
At that point, but I
And
moved
then
on to
just
PC and I've gotten a little bit better at Redstone. Not that much better. I still don't understand comparators in any form. So don't be expecting me to be using comparators anytime soon in my builds. I'll be using repeaters and redstone dust, just some old school stuff, old school methods that still work to this day. All right, so this is the basics of it. It's a pretty small, compact little machine. It's a 5 by 5 area. The only thing is on the backside you got a little bit of exposure on the redstone. That's not a big deal to me because I mean you're going to be in the front of it, and some people are going to recess this back into a wall if they have like a cave or they're living in a cave and they want it in there, which is understood. But even in the end, it still makes for a pretty cool looking, contraption right here. So even if you do have this exposed, you can show this to people, and it's just, I don't know, it's cool. I do like to expose my redstone builds with some glass. Obviously, you don't have to use the glass, so you can use whatever building material you like. And with this method, I'm going to be using something a little bit different. I'm not going to show it to you guys until later, but it's a method to where you don't have to dig down into the ground to break the clock, the redstone clock. You can actually just push a lever and there will be a redstone lamp there. If it's on, it means that, it's operational. If it's off, then it's off. As simple as that. But this is basically it in action. So it's not the fastest machine in the world. Oh, the redstone's dead. All right, take two to prove that this actually works, because that was pretty saddening. All right, so let's click the button. Obviously, this isn't going to be as fast as a cobblestone generator, and the reason for that is a cobblestone generator works a little bit differently than a stone generator. As you can see, the lava is falling onto the water instead of the water falling onto the lava. When the lava falls onto water, it actually creates stone. But if you vice versa that, it'll create cobblestone. I do not recommend that you vice versa this, where you have water on top and lava in there. It will not work. It will not work as a cobblestone generator, sadly. But as you can see, it's pretty effective. It's getting a pretty good amount going. And instead of like my previous method, it actually creates 2 rows of stone instead of just one. This is good, especially when you're on like a survival world or Skyblock even. We've done designs like this on Skyblock. It works very well, especially if you're on a server-based Skyblock where when you're mining you can get different things like ore to spawn if they're using MCMMO mods. Alright, now I'm just rambling, so I'm gonna just stop rambling and get on with this tutorial. Alright, so what I've done here is I've dug out a 7 by 7 wide little area right here that's 2 blocks deep, and then I've placed purple wool where you are going to want to have some type of material to hold your redstone dust, your redstone repeaters. I'm just using purple wool just so it sticks out a little bit more at you instead of having to build on top of the sandstone, because everything in this world is sandstone. Alright, so the necessities, oh man, they're not in here. The necessities are going to be lava, a water bucket, building material. You're not going to be using more than a stack, so I just threw in 64 stone brick for building material. It's 2 pistons, a button, 14 redstone, and 13 redstone repeaters. Optional pieces are going to be a sticky piston, a lever, and a redstone lamp. We'll get back to the optional parts later. Okay, so what we're going to be doing right now is we're going to be grabbing the redstone repeaters, the button, 2 pistons, and your building material. Okay. So, you're going to be placing your 2 pistons right here. That was pretty simple, obviously. So now we're done with that. Yay! And then we're going to replace these out with some stone brick because these are going to be exposed, as you can see. So I don't recommend that you use, purple for those 2 blocks at least. And for the inside, I don't know how it would look if you had wool going on in there, if you are going to be showing off like the redstone that's right there. Okay. So now that we've gotten that shape done, all we're going to do is we're going to place 2 redstone dust right there. We're going to get that out of the way right now. Then we're going to be taking 2 redstone repeaters, placing them here, and putting them on a full delay. Then we're going to be running redstone right across like that. We're going to be placing a repeater here. We're going to put that on full delay. Okay, so the direction that this clock is going to be flowing is this direction. And we're basically just going to place one. Oh, whoops. I didn't mean to do that. Not yet, at least. We are going to be putting all these on full delay. But I just wanted to get, the visuals out. And then we're going to be placing another repeater right there. So that's it for the repeaters. I mean, it is a little bit expensive on the repeater portion, but, it's nothing that's going to set you back in Minecraft. Alright, and then for the redstone dust, we're going to be placing 1 here, 2 here, 1 there, be placing 1 here, and 1 here. This one right here is going to be optional if you decide to go with this method. I think this method is honestly a lot better. It's more efficient. It's not as awkward as having to go down and break the clock. This one will just, stop the clock for you. Alright, so now for the next portion of the build, we're going to be doing the outline, just the bottom outline of the build, which is just a 5x5 area. It's a pretty small area, and this is all we have to do. Whoops. And there we go. Then we're going to be taking our button and placing it right here. Now, once when I click this button, it should obviously show that there is a redstone clock, but before we do that, we have to make sure that we put everything on full delay. Alright, now that we've gotten everything on full delay, this should be perfect for a stone generator. So before we do anything, I like to test out my redstone, make sure that it actually is working. If it's not working, then we need to go back and we need to fix something. And that's why I do it this method, because if it doesn't work, it's very easy for me to walk around, it's very easy for me to look at what I'm doing, look at what could be wrong, see if there's a repeater going the wrong way, anything like that. Alright. So if we click the button, as we can see, it pushed our 2 pistons, and it pushed them again. Okay, so we're operational, we're all good. Alright, so now all you gotta do is come down here, break that, and we'll move on to the next portion. Alright, so for this portion, I am gonna grab some glowstone and glass. Now, you don't need to grab glass or glowstone. I'm just doing this to make it more appealing, I guess, in a way. So what I like to do is I like to place glass along here. I like to place glass in here. I think it looks really cool if you place all the glass in there. And then 3 glass along here, and a glass there. And we're going to place a glowstone here, a glowstone here, and a stone brick block right there. And that's it for that portion. And then with the rest of the stone brick, you're basically just gonna, get the corners right here. Oh, whoops. Gonna get the corners, and then we're gonna go across the top, like so. Pretty self-explanatory part. Oh, whoops, did not mean that. Alright. We're gonna place 1 right there. Gonna run these across like so. We're gonna place 1 right there. Now for this portion right here, obviously you can't place a block there. It's going to cut off the redstone dust. So basically, you're just going to grab 2 stairs of your choice. Doesn't really matter. Just as long as it can even be half slabs, honestly. If you want to do half slabs, go right on ahead. I just like this. Oh, whoops. I like the way this one looks. I don't know. It looks a lot cooler to me. It looks more full. Alright. So we got that portion done. Then what we got to do is we got to come up here let me clear out this. I think I got rid of my bucket. Did I get rid of my buckets? Oh, no, I didn't. Okay, good. Alright, so we're just going to place a lava right there. There we go. Oh my gosh, I forgot. Holy cow. Alright, so I done goofed a little bit. I accidentally forgot to put in the water first. Make sure that you put in the water first and then put the lava bucket, or you're going to be in for a surprise. Need to grab some slabs. Alright, so there we go. As you can see, and as you could hear, it created stone. Now, it's not going to flow off like over here or over here. It has two places to flow, so you're good if you don't want to do this portion. This is optional. I just think it looks more appealing to the eye if you go around, just around the barrier like so. Give it a little bit of detail. And there we go. So simple as that for that portion. So now all we need to do for this portion, because this is the completed stone generator, all we need to do is test it. And it works. There we go. Now, one thing that you can do is, I'm going to come over here and show you. You see how I set these ones on not a full delay? Now, I know I said set every single one on a full delay. Yes, do that, and no. The reason I'm saying yes and no is the higher the delay, the less errors you're going to have with the lava flowing down and destroying the water source. So I found out that if you do these two on no delay, then it seems to do an alright job. It doesn't have very many hiccups, but you will see it hiccup here and there. It's not going to be enough to where it's going to make you mad or anything. You just got to make sure that you stay on top of it. So that is that for this. Alright, so after you filled in everything that was around it, if you did decide to dig the 7x7 grid area, which I do recommend, it makes it a lot easier to work with. But anyway, after you filled that in, obviously it gets annoying having to turn this on, and then when it's on, you let it run through, and there's no way to stop it. And if you keep clicking the button, what's basically going to happen is it's just going to fill that whole circuit until it's full with an active redstone charge. So instead of doing that, the only method to stop it with just the button is to come over here and destroy that redstone dust. Obviously, I'm about compactness, and I don't really. That's not my cup of tea anymore. I like to make this a little bit more simple. So, an easy way that you can fix it, and this is the optional method. And the reason I say it's optional is it still works if you want to just destroy the redstone clock, but this method just makes it so much easier for everybody around you. All right. So what you're going to want to do is you're just going to dig out this little corner right here. You don't need to dig it out as much as I am, but like I said, I like a lot of room to work with. So we'll set down a redstone lamp here, and we'll set a lever there. Now there is two ways you can go about this. You can either set the sticky piston here, or you can set the sticky piston here. Oh, whoops, no, not there. Here, my bad. So both of these methods have their pros and cons, and I'm going to get into that. And I'm going to show you this one first, because this one I don't really like. I like the other method better, but this one keeps it a little bit more concealed. It's not as obvious that you have a piston right here. Alright, so all you're going to do is you're going to set that sticky piston here, you're going to connect on that sandstone, and when you click this downward, it's not going to be able to send through a redstone signal. It's going to send in a redstone signal the first time around, but it's not going to be able to complete a loop. And so it's just stuck there. As you can see, it won't run anymore. But the reason I don't like this method is the lamp is on even though the redstone clock is off. I don't know. That it's weird to me. It's weird. So I prefer this method where you set the sticky piston there, and then you put the block on it, because the lamp is on and the clock is still active, and when the redstone lamp is off, the clock is inactive. I like this method a lot more. It's not aesthetically pleasing for me, but it works better. It's more functional for me. Alright, and then all you got to do is you just got to fill in this area, and then I'm going to grab a building material really quick. Okay, I dropped it. And you're just gonna set it right there. So, now you come over here and you click this button. Let's say that you only need 2 blocks of stone. Yeah, that's perfect for, oh, 4 blocks. There you go. That's perfect. But let's say that you want to run the clock. You can run the clock just like this. And as you can see, it works the same. It's just you can now have an on-off switch, which makes it just a tad bit more nicer. So, I hope you guys found this tutorial useful. I hope you guys like and subscribe. You know, leave a comment for me if you guys want more videos like this. Please let me know. Ooh, there it is. All right, you guys actually get to see it fail. How lucky for you guys. That actually looks bad on my portion, but this is a good example of what I mean. So sometimes what's gonna happen if the redstone clock is running way too fast, it'll screw up and do that. So if it does that, all you gotta do is come back over here and turn those at full delay, and now it should fix itself. That's why I don't really like this method, because it'll kill those source blocks sooner than if you leave them all at full delay. So I'm just gonna go back through, put them in, show you guys the difference. This shouldn't take too long. Hopefully it won't take too long. Alright. Let's place the water right there. We'll place the lava right there. And then it'll flow down. Whoops, did not mean to type that. And there we go. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please leave a comment, like, and subscribe. If you guys want more content like this, please tell me. I am going to be doing a revision of... I think I only had 2 tutorials, so I'm going to be doing a revision on the stone one, obviously, which I just did. And I'm going to be doing a revision on the piston elevator I did. The piston elevator, it can be more compact. It's simple as that. Alright, so I will see you guys in the next one.